Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Hasan, and I am from Chemistry B. I will explain about chemical hazards or lab safety. Many of the chemicals we use in the lab are potentially dangerous, especially under high heat, pressure, or when they are mixed with other chemicals. There are two main tools that we use to identify chemical hazards. Two is safety datasheets and chemical labels. Every chemical in the lab is required to have a technical document called a safety datasheet or SDIs, usually provided by the manufacturer. These were normally known as material safety datasheets or MSDIs. The safety datasheet is a one-stop shop to find out about a chemical's properties, hazards, and safety precautions. Now the location of the safety datasheets is your lab and review them before working with a chemical for the first time. GHAS is an acronym for the Globally Harmonized System of Classification and Labeling of Chemicals. This new system provides an international standard format for safety datasheets. All SDIs must now be organized into 16 sections. Section 1 is identification. Here, you will find the chemical's name, description, and the manufacturer, contact information. And number 2 is hazard identification. This section lists signal words, warning, and safety symbols. Number 3 is composition. Is a list of ingredients. Number 4 is first aid measures. What the required treatment for a person who's been exposed. And 5, firefighting measures. Number 6, accidental release measures. They are instructions for containment and cleanup of spills or leaks. Number 2 is handling and storage requirements. Number 8 is exposure controls and personal protection. This describes OSHA's exposure limits and recommendations for PPE. Number 9 is physical and chemical properties, such as appearance, odor, pH, flash point, solubility, and evaporation rate. Number 10 is stability and reactivity. How to avoid hazardous reactions. 11 is toxicological information. Find out about the likely routes of exposure, symptoms, as well as short and long-term effects. And sections 12 until 16 are not mandatory, but you should at least be familiar with them. Ecological, disposal, transport, regulatory consideration. Section 16 is for any other pertinent information. This is where you will find the date as the SDS was prepared along with the last known revision. Safety datasheets provide a lot of information about how to use chemicals safely in the lab, but there's also another way to learn about a chemical, and that's by reading its label. The new GHS format requires each chemical in the lab to be labeled with the product name, a signal word such as danger or caution. Danger or caution, physical, health, and environmental hazard statements, precautionary statements, pictograms, first aid instructions, and the supplier contact information. Pictograms consist of a symbol on a white background framed in a red border. Each pictogram represents a specific hazard: health, flammability, toxicity, compressed gas, skin, and eye protection, unstable explosive oxidizers. An oxidizer is a chemical that initiates combustion through the release of oxygen, environmental hazards, and exit toxicity. Now, you know how to identify potential chemical hazards by looking at both safety datasheets and chemical labels. In our next lessons, we will examine some important techniques for handling chemicals safely. Maybe just that I explanation my resume about video chemical hazard or lab safety. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.